Going live. I'm live. Okay. So it's Friday, and as usual, we have a beer on Fridays. So this Friday I got this one, Beer, the Brussels People's Ale. So yeah, funny story. We have People's Beer in Sweden, which is a really shitty, expensive beer. You have to drink like 6 of them to even feel the alcohol content in it. Just another way for the people in control to control us, right? Can't drink too much beer, you might get IDs. Anyway, so let's try the Brussels variant of this, I guess. So it's supposedly an ale. And the color is not red or anything. Well, we'll see how it tastes. I have this vague memory of me drinking this before, and I don't remember if it's any good. Oops. Let's go on. Well, it tastes like an ale. How strong is this anyway? 5.8% alcohol. Okay. Whatever. It's good. Who's with us? Tom is with us. Tom is saving some money so he can buy more guns. So I just sent in 4 new applications for him. Tom, keep buying and selling your shit. Are you ever gonna fire it? Billy Swedes, Lars Loob, Hitch, Fallweather Friend, Sick, Noble Carl, Dice Captor, PA, Normal Citizen, Final Friday, PA, Plop, Captain Coons, Conrad, Seastorm 215, Mats Eriksson, Skål de är fan. Mikael Lagergren, from Småland, no new guns today, sorry. Can't have a new gun every week, I'm not Tom. Oh dear. So a funny thing happened today here in Solna where I live. About 1.5 kilometers from me is the headquarters of the secret police in Sweden, Säpo. And some asshole gassed them with phosphine gas, phosgene gas. It's a chemical used in the First World War to kill like 70,000 dead, I think it was, from the First World War. Wasn't used super extensively in that war, but apparently my neighborhood is now gassed. Fortunately far enough from me so I don't have to smell rotten fish. Apparently phosgene gas smells like rotten fish. It's a heavy gas, so it sticks to the floor. So chemical detectors at Säpo warned for the gas, so only 5 people has been brought to hospital. But yeah, that's a new one. Usually they just bomb buildings or shoot people or stab them or rob them or whatever. Every store on my street has been robbed. I don't know about other streets, but probably those as well. I think a school got burnt down here. A bunch of restaurants got bombed. Some residential buildings got bombed. I don't know how many people got shot. Obviously this is over several years, but now we have gas attacks. Will I have to start carrying around my gas masks? And when I smell something shitty, I had to put it on? I don't know. It's fucked up. Well, that's Sweden for you. And I'm gonna guess that they're not gonna find whoever did this shit. I mean, they should have like cameras or something outside of their buildings. I don't know. It's bizarre. So let's check what's happening in Great Britain. Live bullets discovery closes Devon beach. So apparently some caliber 380 or looks like 380s. It's rimmed. So these are old shitty ones. Anyway, some super old, an old tin with, what is it, 4 very old cartridges was found on a beach. So they have to close off the entire beach for safe disposal. Yeah. That's Great Britain for you. Great, in quotation marks. Meanwhile, we have to deal with gas attacks, bombs, and actual shootings. Well, to be fair, they have a shitload of stabbings in Great Britain and a lot of violence from immigrants as well, but I guess living on an island has its perks, right? Anyway, some guy managed to get hold of a hunting rifle, moose rifle, class 1, which means like a 308 or larger caliber, basically, and he got 2 years in prison for having one of those. It's a very rare occurrence. Oh, it was a 30-06, and he didn't have a license for it. So apparently, doesn't look like it was an actual criminal. Someone had it, but didn't have a license for it. To be fair, this could have been the police misplacing a really old license or something. And then we go to this. Someone beat up and threatened some youths, and he got to keep his firearms. So yeah, one law for him, another law for us. Not sure what kind of man this was. I don't know. This was a little bit interesting. There's some kind of castle in an environment that kind of looks like in the picture. There's a Norwegian guy paid 200 million to buy this castle. It's a hunting castle. Kind of want to see a picture of that, but there's no pictures of the actual castle. Henvålen i Härjedalen. Let's just Google image search this shit and see if we can find a picture of it. Could this be it? I don't know. Doesn't really look like a hunting castle, does it? Well, perhaps. It's pretty. I wouldn't complain if I got it. Well, whatever. So we continue on to this. More and heavier firearms for the Swedish people. So this is basically an article complaining about hunters being able to own whatever semi-auto they want. So what they don't tell you in this article is that we have always been able to have semi-autos for hunting. It's just that they removed the fashion restrictions on it, so we can have whatever this is. It's kind of old Colt replica. It's still just a semi-auto class 2 hunting rifle or a 223. What's heavier about that? So they don't know what they're talking about, obviously. We've been able to own whatever caliber semi-autos before. Same restrictions apply. It's just the looks that doesn't matter right now. So yeah, and they complain about criminals getting guns. This is not guns criminals will get. Criminals already have machine guns, rocket-propelled grenade launchers, anti-tank weapons, bombs, handguns, submachine guns, whatever you wanna say. Let's see if we can find a picture of if the police has any pictures of shit they've taken. So this is obviously a homemade submachine gun. Zastava, an old Swedish military. I have one of those, but I have a license for mine. Uzis. Well, this is a Makarov, some old AKMs. So, yeah, they already have machine guns and shit. Do they actually have VZ58s, the criminals? That's kind of cool. That can't be true. Do they have a Do the criminals actually have a Calico? That's hilarious. And that's a VZ61 on top of it. What's this? Can't really see if it can go full auto, but that's a Zastava anyway. That's a VZ61, that's a Glock. So yeah, the criminals, they have a shitload of weapons. They don't need to steal our hunting rifles, right? Ooh, that's a cool one. I shot one of those in Poland. Do they actually have one of those in the criminals? I shot, if you look at my video from Poland when I shot machine guns, I shot one of these. It's has a really nice rate of fire, but it's a horrible machine gun. Whatever. That's pretty much the news for me. In my municipality, the secret police got gassed 1.5 kilometers from me. Cheers for that. So yeah, what are you guys saying? Mikael got his Winchester 1300 Defender on in the mail. So now he has... Yeah, okay. The Sapo sensors that detected the gas was on the roof. Okay, well, yeah. I don't know, but it still is a heavy gas, phosgene gas. But I guess they are very sensitive sensors then. Captain says most people in the European Union don't even know what's happening in Sweden. They still think it's some Astrid Lindgren Wonderland. It isn't. It isn't. It's fucked up. That's what it is. And it's only ever gonna get worse because, yeah, it's not only the criminals that are assholes, it's the politicians as well, right? And the police is just a joke. Normal Citizen says, waiting for an FAL continues. Are guns even real? I talked to my friend up in the northern part of Sweden, the musician. Still, what's the name of his... Well, I shouldn't name him. Kind of famous Swedish musician anyway. He has an FNFAL or L1A1 anyway on a hunting license. But now he's getting a fancy AK, 18-inch AK as well, and Action Sports is building it for him. But yeah, getting an FNFAL on a hunting license, that's badass. Paint it Rhodesia poop green. Popman wants to know if I like a Zastava. Zastava makes good shit. It's only that the criminals use them, I guess, but it's not a bad rifle. It's okay. The best... so I had a discussion with the Polish guys when I shot machine guns, and I guess they're probably not... They're probably gonna say it because they're Polish, but what's the brand name? The Polish brand of the Jack AKMs. Yeah, the WBP AKs. They call them the Jack rifles. WBP. Let's see. See if I can find their homepage. Is it that? Yeah, here it is. I'll show you. So they shoot a lot of machine guns, like thousands and thousands and thousands around each week, and all of them break. All the regular AKs break. The one that holds up the best, according to them, are the WBP AKs, called Jack, basically. So a lot of these are in my shooting club, like for example something like this. So that's available, for example, and I have those magazines as well, the green see-through magazines, plastic ones. They work really well. It's not just a range toy, but yeah, they're really good. So these guys just chug on and go on and on and on, and they make them really well. So I talked to Anton at Action Reaction Sports, and the only complaint they ever received of a customer who bought a Jack is that it's too well made. They feel like it's like an airsoft or something straight out of the factory in Japan or whatever. Because they kind of want AKs to look a little bit rugged or something, I don't know. But these look super mint. It's like Swiss quality AKs or something. They're super well made. But anyway, Zastavas are not bad either, but if I bought one now, it would be easier to get a WBP one if you're in Sweden. And I think Action Sports are getting some 18-inch ones if you want to get it on a hunting license. Foul Weatherfriend says, regarding confiscated weapons, it's always hilarious when they are so very proud of their very dangerous airsoft guns they got off the streets. Yeah, there's a lot of that. They even have like paintball guns and like obvious fakes, like when it's printed toy on the side of it and shit. Yeah, they don't know anything about anything. Lars Loob says, got my Aero M4A1 last week from SCR, so pleased with it. Yeah, Aero Precision makes really good ARs, and they're for the amount of money you pay for them. I've had an Aero Precision, and it's never not functioned perfectly for me. Not a single malfunction, and it was my older 300 Blackout, so those calibers can be a little bit fiddly compared to more common calibers. But it always shot well and always functioned. So Aero Precision is good shit. Seastorm says that Polish SMG you shot in Poland looks like those rare edition Cobra SMGs. Oh, I have not seen those. Adde says, hey Hage, how does one go about buying ammunition online from abroad? Not much 545 by 39 available in good old Sweden. Doesn't Shootmore have that? Let me see. Oh, they might be all out of that. Okay. The Shootmore.se used to have a lot of 545. I'm not sure if Action Reaction Sports have any. But anyway, if you want to buy from abroad, first of all, you're going to find a company that can actually deliver it to you. And then purchase from them. And after that, you need to talk to the police and get a permit to import to Sweden, to import ammunition. It's basically a form, takes a week or two to have it jump back to you. So you have to have a firearm in that caliber, obviously. So there is a form for it on the police homepage, policen.se. So when that goes back, you send it to the vendor and they can then send it to you. Usually it's super expensive to send that shit because it's hazardous material. But you could try, what's the name of that company? Let me see here. bold-action.com. Let's have a look at that and see if they actually have 545. I usually buy a shitload of ammunition from them, but it was a while ago now. Munitia. Do they have 545? Yeah, 545 by 39. Here you go. So here you can buy it. So I bought from them many times. And these guys come to Sweden like twice a year. They used to at least. I bought ammunition from them for 10 years. So yeah. These guys have the proper 545, the military stuff in big cans and wooden boxes. So yeah. PA wants to know if I have any experience with a superlative arms piston system. That's if it's superlative arms piston system. This is what I think it is. Oh, is it some kind of drop-in piston system? Yeah. You need a new bolt carrier for that as well. Or is it is it using a regular bolt carrier? No. So you could experience bolt carrier tilt with that. It doesn't really do. I don't know. I haven't actually used that, so I don't know if it's even available in Sweden or whatnot. So I have zero experience with that system. But it kind of looks like a system you can drop into a regular direct impingement system. But if you have a regular direct impingement system, just use that instead, because DI is not bad. Conrad is waiting for some SFAR content. So regarding my Ruger SFAR, SFAR content is obviously coming, but it's gonna take a while. 1 month for the suppressor and a week or two for the optic from Action Reaction Sports. So ordered the primer arms 1x6 FFP ACSS or whatever it's called, the reticle. So I need to get those two parts first. Then I'm gonna hand load for the Ruger SFAR and then do a load ladder and shoot some groups, chronograph it, see what kind of accuracy I can get out of it, hoping for a 1 MOA accuracy. We'll see what happens. But that content will be filmed and it'll show up sooner or later, but it's going to take at least 2 months. just because I'm waiting for some stuff for it. I can't really shoot groups with a red dot, it's ridiculous. It would be good for hunting like sub 80 meters. I could do that, but I don't have any hunting ammo for it, and I'm not going to buy any, I'm going to build it. Jonas wants to know what kind of mount I'll get from S4. I think what I ordered from Action Sports was some kind of air precision mount. Let's see if I can find a picture of that. Yeah, so if I remember correctly, it's something like this, but it's 34 millimeter. Is it 34 millimeter? I don't remember. Oh yeah, something. It's gonna look something like this. Air precision makes good stuff, and that's actually the optic I wanted as well. As you can see, it's 556, 308, etc. So it's usable with all those. So it's gonna look pretty much like this. So there you can see the caliber. Ah, there. Fall Weather Friend says VBP are supposed to be releasing a 556 AK that takes Stanag mags and on slots round bolt hold open and stuff. They showed it at IWA last year. I think the impatience is real. Yeah, I felt that rifle as well at IWA last year, but really, if you want a 556 rifle, just buy an AR. Why would you buy an AK for that? That's silly, very silly. Just 7.62 x 39 AKs are the shit. Or 5.45 if you buy like 10,000 rounds at once. And then just sit on them for the rest of the barrel's life and then just destroy it when you're done with the ammo. That's what a friend of mine did when he bought an AK-12. I think he actually bought 20,000 rounds, now that I think about it. Well, anyway. Popman wants to know if I like my new Ruger. I only fired it once and it worked fine. It's not heavy for an AR-10. It's super lightweight. So yes, I do really enjoy my Ruger as so far. If it turns out it shoots terrible with my hand loads and I can't manage to get it to shoot well, then I might not like it as much. But I only have it for hunting. I'm not gonna do some long range competitions or whatever. Yeah. I have my 6.5 Creedmoor for that. Fall Weather Friend says Russians measures caliber differently from how we do it. Yeah, so their 7.62 bullets are more like the 303 British bullets. It's basically the same. So if you want to reload for an AK or an SVD or something, buy 303 British bullets. There's Sierra Match Kings for that. I have tried that. I never got my SVD to fire precisely anyway. So it shoots equally bad with just regular 30 cal bullets compared to 303 British bullets. So kind of sucks accuracy wise. Still cool though. I had that discussion on the Discord server and I basically said the SVD or Dragunov is cool as shit, but it's not accurate. And there are much better modern alternatives if you want to shoot well. But why choose when you can have both? I have both, right? Panzer says Iron from Forgotten Weapons is going to be there this year. Well, I'm not going to IWA anyway. Gonna spend my money on cool shit instead. Normal Citizen says, why buy 5.56 AK? It's silly. Sad Polish military barrel noises. The Polish military doesn't use a barrel AKs anymore. They used what's it called? They have this wannabe rifle. It's like extruded aluminium shit with forward left side, the same as every other like Bren 2s or whatever. same as any other, but the Polish military made it. They didn't have quality control, and it's apparently kind of shit. I don't remember what it's called now, but that's what the Polish military is supposedly using. And the Polish guys I spoke with, they all poured shit all over it. Hi, my man, sell the damn ballsack grips. Just download it and 3D print it yourself. Or, there's services where you can upload your file for 3D printing, and then they print it and send it to you. Just do that. It's Grom. Is it that? Grot? It's probably that. I was supposed to fire the MSBS Grot, but it had broken down, and it was in a workshop, so I couldn't fire it. I couldn't even see it because it was in like 1,000 pieces. They didn't want to let me in backstage, so to speak. But yeah, it's this abortion, and it would have been super fun to fire it. But yeah, it's even uglier than that Italian bullshit rifle. Yeah, looks like it has a pencil barrel, bayonet mount, and thick handguards and whatnot. Yeah, at least it's a folding stock. He complained so much. The guy I talked to complained so much about the folding stock. It just folds and then it flops around. It doesn't lock, and it's basically and the locking piece in the stock is just all soft plastic, so you wear it down immediately. And he had like this long laundry list of bullshit complaints of this rifle. So unfortunately I didn't get to see it live. I did get to hear all the complaining about it though. Seastorm says, why is ARS selling a 50 BMG? Can you buy those now? Yes, you can. There is a guy who got a 50 on a hunting license now. And I don't know the guy personally. He's apparently a friend of a friend on Discord or whatever. I don't remember who I spoke with. And my current plan is to get the RM50 whenever Anton is done with it. And then when I get a license for it, I'm just going to borrow it from him until my license is finished. And then I will apply for a 50 cal barrel for it. And we'll see what the police is going to tell me about that. So yeah, Hagi Benke trying to get a 50 is on again. Several years later. I tried for 7 years. 7 years, from like 2010 to 2017 or something like that. In and out of courts and all that bullshit. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But if I only need a barrel for it, I can pay for the barrel. But buying a new 50 cal, it's like the entire rifle that's actually any good. That's like 100,000 Swedish krona. Palladium says 50 BMG for Top Vogel. Yeah. Have you fondled the new Garmin Chrono? No, I'm considering buying one. I should buy one. And do a little review of it. Seems like a nice product. I think Lab Raider is coming out with some new shit as well. Let's have a look at that. Is there anything on their homepage? No, nothing on the Lab Raider homepage. But apparently I heard Lab Raider is coming out with some new product. The Lab Raider is so big and cumbersome. I really want the Garmin one because it seems like it's a compact piece of equipment that's hopefully works better than the Lab Raider. Because the Lab Raider is a glitchy little princess that you have to fondle it carefully until it does what you want. Fall Weatherfriend says, what do you need a 50 for? Robbing armored transports? That's actually what the Swedish police asked me. Not even joking, they asked me that shit. Yeah, the practical tests on the hunting exam, Magan VBG90, is not that hard. Just be very careful with the safety stuff. If you fail that, you get to go home immediately. At least that was the case back in my days. So yeah, I have a video with the ARS 50 So search my channel for Desert Tech 50 BMG or something, and you will see me shooting at 0.5 kilometer with that one. And yeah, that shit was fun. I shot at a 1 centimeter thick plate, AR 500 or 500 Brinell, and it just folded like a plate, and it broke the wooden construction it hanged from, and just splintered all over. It looks hilarious. I filmed it from above with my drone as well. So yeah, I only shot like 2 shots or something with it, and I just got a headache and went home. So yeah, if I ever get a 50, I'm getting a really big suppressor for it as well. I guess I'm first of all, I'm going to try to get a 50 barrel on a sport shooting license. We'll see what they say about that. If that doesn't work, I'll try for a hunting license. Angami BG90 says safe gun handling if you're used to rifles on IPSC, whether you're super anal about it, should be okay. No, don't bring any IPSC safety rules to the hunting exam safety rules, because it's totally different. Obviously don't point it at someone, but it's different rules. When I did my hunting exam, we had to climb over a fence, and then we had to do it in a certain way. So just make sure you follow the guidelines and rules for the tests you're doing, and forget about the IPSC stuff. That's probably better safety rules anyway, the IPSC stuff. But you don't have chamber flags, you don't have shit like that. So yeah. Question, normal citizen wants to know, is it hard to motivate an extra shotgun barrel, and do they take a spot in the... No, it doesn't take a spot. I have an extra shotgun barrel, so I have a regular hunting barrel and a hunting shotgun, the Remington 870. Then I got a sport shooting shotgun barrel, and I chopped it off so it's like this long, and put a suppressor on it. So this, even with a suppressor, it's shorter than a regular hunting barrel. So yeah, as I told Mark Serbo when I showed it to him, it's my tribute to his Servo Super Shorty. But it doesn't have like the folding front grip, it's just a regular wooden grip and all that. And it has a stock, because we don't have short barrel shotgun bullshit rules in Sweden. Alrighty, I'm all out of beer. How about the VCOG 1x8? Oh, VCOG 1x8. I think I looked at it and I didn't like the reticule of it on it. Yeah, it's probably good optic wise. Let's have a look. Come on. So it has several different optics. It's a plus sign. I don't like the plus sign. I like the T, because I want to have it open on top so I can use it for spotting. You never do hold unders using that shit. That's never happened in the history of everything. It's very expensive. Just in the American dollars, it's expensive. Just put on 40% and you have what it will cost in Swedish. So MOA, AMRAD. So this is probably closest to what I would buy. So what's the reticule like? So it looks like it's kind of good with a lot of hash marks, but remove the top one. This is not a bad reticule. Is it first focal plane though? If it's second focal plane, it's still shit. Does it say? Come on, tell me if it's first or second focal plane. How hard can it be? I don't know. But it has a little throw lever thingy. It has a good reticule, so this is probably not a bad optic if it's first focal plane at least. Yeah, so that's all I'm gonna say about that. Whoops. There we go. Noda wants to know if anyone knows if ARS is going to buy in Hunting and Loud AK in 223 instead of the so with the 18-inch barrel, that's like a batch purchase that's made specifically for ARS or Action Reaction Sports, as far as I know. So Anton first ordered like 8 of them, and the interest was so large they had to order a shitload of them. But it would have to be a specific new order for the different caliber, because obviously it's a lot of totally different firearm, even though the functioning principle is the same. Different bolt, different barrel, different magwell, a lot different. So yeah. So for that price, for the Trigicon VCOG, I would buy that Polish, what's it called? Is it Miopta? No. What's the name? Shit, I have such a bad memory. My memory is the shittiest in the world. No, that's... Is that no. Ah, fuck it. I don't remember the name. Matt says buy an Arken EP8. You get what you pay for, but usually when it's above 20,000 Swedish kronor or 2,000 euros or dollars or whatever, it's beyond the point of diminishing returns. So the quality and the price follows each other up to that point. Then the price just goes up, but the quality just kind of peters out. You can find a scope for 2,000 euros that's as good as, or if not better than a scope for 4,000 euros. It's possible. Usually they have like a gimmick or something at that price range, or they have a shot glass or something like that. But Japanese glass is good enough. You don't need better than Japanese glass usually. Even if you do super long range shooting, you get away with Japanese glass. It's good, and that keeps the price down. It's so. IR, I've had a problem with IR because the scopes are super heavy. It's shot glass, so it's the best glass. So light transmission is going to be top of the line. But the reticules have been super shit, super thick, and the scopes are overbuilt, so they're super heavy. So for hunting, they're not good enough. And for long range shooting, the reticules have been bad. So I'm not sure if IR has any good shit nowadays, probably, but yeah. So it's if I remember correctly, it's a Romanian company making optics with German glass. So they keep the costs down because it's made in Romania, and they still use the best components. So it's technically it should be really good, but yeah. Butcherbird is watching Repmånad. Classic Swedish shit. Right, so I'm all out of beer, and I don't have much to talk about more this week. Just gonna reiterate, our secret police got gassed with World War I combat gases, phosphine gas. That is hilarious, and that's just 1.5 kilometers away from me, so just another day in Sweden, I guess. You guys have a nice weekend, and if you smell rotten fish and you are in Sweden, put on your gas masks. Have a nice weekend.